Hello students, so let us talk about how microbes are being used as biofertilizers. In our last class we had seen that microbes were used as, or we can say microbes are used as biocontrol agents, and now we will see how microbes are used as biofertilizer, how these microbes are replacing chemical fertilizers. So what fertilizer is? So a fertilizer is a substance which is added into the soil to enhance or increase the fertility of soil. Now naturally soil holds certain micro and macronutrients. That means we can say naturally the soil is fertile enough to sustain life forms in it. As if we do not grow anything in the soil, you can see that random plants like grass and etc. grow on their own in the soil. So there are certain not chemicals, there are certain nutrients which are already present in the soil that enhance the growth of life. But what fertilizer is doing over here? Fertilizer, as already mentioned, are substances which are used to increase the fertility of the soil. Fertilizers can be of two types, natural one or the chemical one. Now, use of fertilizers result in higher yield and healthy plants. So, whether it is natural or whether it is a chemical fertilizer, they are basically used for what purpose? To get a better result, to get a result in terms of higher or increased yield and healthy plants. Before studying about what biofertilizers actually are, let us first talk about what are the various disadvantages of using a chemical fertilizer, or what threat or harm does these chemical fertilizers pose on the soil. Now, these chemical fertilizers, when they are used, they cause imbalance in soil pH. Now, soil has a natural pH of its own. Now, this natural pH in the soil helps to sustain life forms in it. Now, in order to get higher yield, in order to get potentially high yield, increased yield, we use chemical fertilizers, which no doubt gives better yield but greatly disturbs the natural pH of the soil. Now, this will gradually lead to soil infertility. What is soil infertility? Soil loses its ability to sustain life form, starts to become barren. And what is this term barren? You might have seen that in some area the land is very much dry, and the farmer or any person, he tries many a times to cultivate that land and grow crop, but he fails. That means that land or that particular soil has lost its nutrients. Any kind of nutrients is not present in that soil, and therefore no kind of plant is able to grow in that particular soil. So this is what we can say, how soil infertility happens or occurs due to use of excessive chemical fertilizers. The fertility gradually decreases, and so ecosystem also degrades. Now, how this ecosystem is getting degraded? Not only the ecosystem of the particular land gets degraded, but also the chemical runoff, when gets mixed with the nearby water body, that too gets disturbed, as the chemical interferes with the aquatic ecosystem. That means we can say that it is causing pollution to the nearby area. The other disadvantage we can see here is that plants become susceptible to many diseases due to use of these chemicals. Plants get exposed to them very often. The plant gradually becomes vulnerable. They start to become unhealthy from within, and as a result they become more prone to several diseases. Now, when we are using chemical fertilizers in the soil, these chemicals are getting incorporated in the soil, and along with other nutrients and minerals being transported into the plant, these chemicals also gets absorbed by the plant, and as a result they get accumulated in fruits and vegetables. So we can say fruits and vegetables have high toxic residues, and when consumed by others cause diseases to them as well. So as discussed earlier, as these are being put in soil, so definitely it is causing soil pollution, surface runoff, it causes water pollution to the nearby water bodies. As we have seen that there are so many potential threats related to chemical fertilizers, or we can say use of chemical fertilizers, so there is a great need of introducing biofertilizers to cut down on use of these chemical fertilizers that on one hand it is giving us high yield, but on the other hand it is also causing great harm to all the consumers. Now let us learn what biofertilizers actually are. So if we split the term biofertilizers into two, again we know that bio means living and fertilizers are those substances that are used to enrich the soil. So basically biofertilizers can be defined as the living organisms used to increase the fertility or increase the nutritional value or nutritional content of the soil. So what biofertilizers are? Biofertilizers are the living organisms which enrich the soil nutrient quality. The living organism that improves the quality of soil. The soil nutrient, whether it is macronutrient or micronutrients, are made available by these biofertilizers. Let us quickly see different sources of biofertilizers. There are three basic sources of biofertilizers. First is the bacteria, second is the fungi, and third is the cyanobacteria. So before talking about these three categories, let us first get to know about a term that is symbiosis or symbiotic relationship. You have already studied in lower classes about symbiosis or symbiotic relationship, how we can define it or what it is actually. Now symbiosis is basically a relationship between two where both are interdependent on each other and both of them are benefiting something or the other from the other one, or the first partner is helping the second one and second partner is helping the first one, and there is a mutual relationship between two whether none of them are being harmed. Instead, both of them are benefiting from each other. So this kind of relationship between two entity we can say is termed as symbiosis or symbiotic relationship. Let us first talk about bacteria. Let us take bacteria as the first example for sources of biofertilizers. As you can see on the screen, a symbiotic association can be seen between bacteria, rhizobium, and root nodules of certain leguminous plants. Now this rhizobium is a bacteria itself. This is helping in fixing the atmospheric nitrogen, which is one of the main component that is needed by the plant for its proper growth and development. Now this atmospheric nitrogen is fixed into the soil, and who is helping in fixing this atmospheric nitrogen into the soil? It is no one other than the rhizobium bacteria here. Okay, now which is an essential nutrient for plants? As I already said that it is the nitrogen which is abundantly present in the atmosphere. Okay, now as they cannot be taken up by the plants directly, and so rhizobium bacteria act as a biofertilizer over here, and they are helping the plant to get that atmospheric nitrogen which are being incorporated into the soil by them. Now let us take fungi as an example for sources of biofertilizers. Now there is again a symbiotic association seen between fungi and certain plants. Now this association is termed as mycorrhiza. Now here fungi absorbs phosphorus from soil and pass to the In the earlier example, we saw that bacteria helped in fixing the atmospheric nitrogen into the soil. That means rhizobium was helping plant to attain the nitrogen. And over here, in case of fungi, this mycorrhiza, again over here, fungi is acting as a biofertilizer, and it is helping in absorption of phosphorus from the soil, and it is passing to the plant. There is a very interesting thing to note about these fungi over here. These fungi are resistant to pathogens, and they does not allow the pathogens to cause any harm to the plants as well, and this facilitates better growth of plants. Now let us see the last example, that is the cyanobacteria as source of biofertilizers. Cyanobacteria is also termed as blue-green algae. This blue-green algae or cyanobacteria also helps in fixing up of atmospheric nitrogen into the soil. It also adds organic matter to soil, thus improving the soil quantity. And example of cyanobacteria you might have studied Anabaena and Nostoc. This is all what we have to see in this chapter, microbes in human welfare. I hope each and every topic is clear to everyone. Thank you very much.